Hey Manid, just going through your list here. I'm not going to go through all of it. For the most part, the ones highlighted green are the ones that were above their list price on. This Fourth Avenue looks super interesting, so I definitely want to get an offer on that. Um, I, I'm willing to come up on that one. This Union looks really good too. I put in a little bit above their list price. Now I'm on this quail one and I'm not seeing this 560 at all. So let me show you what I did. So maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. But here it is. It's make sure I got the right address. 10502 quail for 415. And here's my map and here's quail. And then I got 180 days, single family. Here's my square footage range, which is in 1,600 square foot, so we shouldn't be too far off from one another on that. And the highest I'm seeing is this 490 range. You've got an ARV of 612, or no, you got an ARV of 560. So I'm not seeing pendings or anything that would give us that value. So I'm going to redo that one. So I'll redo that and come back to it. All right, so I revised this one. I went to 500, which might be pushing a little bit. Really, it should be 490. But I mean, we can push 500. Why not? I brought this down a little bit, got our offer to 385. So we're kind of in the ballpark, but not like before by any means. But I shortened my map down because we had several good comps in here that sold fairly recently. This 390 is the one that I used the most, and it wasn't as nice as it could be. So that's why I think 500 is pretty safe bet. We can maybe even do 510. Um, but there is this one here. I don't know if this is the one that I looked at. It's pretty decent inside. It's okay. That one sold in February, and then there's this one here that was pretty nice inside. Um, That sold in February too. So I think we're pretty safe at 500. I think we'll leave it there. And this pending here will be interesting because yeah, I think 500 is pretty safe. And the property's in pretty good condition, so that's why I kind of narrowed that down. It looks like a basic carpet and paint, new kitchen and bathrooms type of job. So I went with 0.18 on that one. So anyways, I'm gonna take a look at these other two that I got marked green. The rest of them, I say send them out. And I think we're both of us are getting on the same track as far as values go. All right, so this next one is Dartmouth Avenue. You had a value of 621, and I think we're getting a little off track here on these last couple. Um, So the 621 right here, that's two addresses. You can see it right there. So that's two different lots. I wouldn't use that one because I mean, we can't use that comp. So you can't just go straight to the top, right? You really gotta comp these out still. But we want to comp out to the highest value that we possibly can for like and like property. So, but this one is um, yeah, this is a land opportunity. It's almost an acre of land, so that's not something that would work for what we're comping to. Our property right here. Whoops, how did I lose that sucker? So Dartmouth, it's right here. So when I'm looking at this one, not getting too crazy on this, maybe this 475. It's on a busy street, so we definitely want to pay attention to that. This one's on a busy street, pretty nice inside. Sold last month, sold for 475. I think we're right in that 475, 480 mark for for this one, not 621. So that let's say 480 and then we'll go back to the condition of the house to make that determination. Um, so, it's pretty clean inside. It's probably going to go to a retail buyer. These are ones we're probably going to shut off because it's pretty nice inside. I don't even think we should offer on this one actually. I mean, it's pretty darn clean in there. I mean, that's going to go to a retail buyer. I mean, that's pretty nice inside. So let's just get rid of that one. I'll just cancel that one altogether now that I look at it a little closer. But that 480 put us way down there. We're 100,000 less on our list. They'll probably get that or close to it. So let's not mess with that one, and I'll just get rid of that. And I'm going to take a look at a couple more of these, and then finish up. All right, so this last one I'm going to look at for now is this Alaska property. 12437 Alaska. You had, I agree with your numbers on this one. You had 474, 2,200 square foot. I like your 0.19 number on this for condition. You could probably go. Here's the only reason I'd change this one a little bit is that the numbers are going to be a little higher on rehab because this basement isn't. I guess it is kind of finished, but it needs to be sheetrocked out and that sort of stuff. So the basement's not totally finished, so maybe I'm splitting hairs with you really. I'd go 0.2, but anyways, that doesn't really matter. Well done. So you're at 474. This comp it's a bit of a stretch for what we're trying to do, but I say go for it, right? Because we're trying to get properties. So that one is there. It'll be interesting to see what this one goes for. Because it's a pretty nice property. I bet that's gonna be really interesting to see what that one goes for. So it's under contract somewhere above probably 440. So we're going to see what happens on this one. It's only in the market 6 days. So they might be pretty close, but we'll see. But anyways, that's all I'm going to look at on those. So if you want to go ahead and send out the offers on these, we'll work on the next batch and go from there. So nicely done. Maybe just take another look at these two that I did and try to figure out what you're doing there and correct that, and we'll keep moving on.